After a long hibernation, company bosses are beginning to discover their animal spirits. The $145 billion of global mergers and acquisitions announced last month was the highest for any month in over 3 years. There are now lots of chief executives thinking about what target they might attack in order to add growth and value to their companies and glory to themselves. Although they slowed down for a while because of the dot-com boom, they are once again on the prowl. What should CEOs do to improve their chances of success in the coming rush to buy? First of all, they should not worry too much about widely quoted statistics suggesting that as many as 3 out of every 4 deals have failed to create shareholder value. For the acquiring company, the figures are heavily influenced by the time period chosen, and in any case, 1 out of 4 is not bad when compared with the chances of getting a new business started. So they should keep looking for good targets. There was a time when top executives considered any type of business to be a good target. But in the 90s, the idea of conglomerate, the holding company with a deserved portfolio of business, went out of fashion as some of its most prominent protagonists. CVS and Hanson Trust, for example, faltered. Companies had found by then that they could add more value by concentrating on their core competence. Although one of the most successful companies of that decade, General Electric, was little more than an old-style conglomerate with a particularly fast-changing portfolio. Brian Roberts, the man who built Comcast into a giant cable company, was always known for concentrating on his core product until his recent bid for Disney. That is, it is not yet clear whether his bid is an opportunistic, undervalued firm or whether he is chasing the media industry dream of combining entertainment content with distribution, as a strategy which has made fortunes for a few but which regularly proves the ruin of many big media takeovers. If vertical integration is Comcast's aim, then it will be imperative for Mr. Roberts to have a clear plan of how to achieve that, for in the end, CEOs will be judged less for spotting a good target than for digesting it well. A much more difficult task, the assumption will be that if they are paying a lot of money for business, they know exactly what they want to do with it. If CEOs wish to avoid some of the failures of the 1990s, they should not forget that they are subject to the eternal tendency of business planners to be overconfident. It is a near certainty that if asked, almost 90% of them would describe themselves as above average at making mergers and acquisition work. Sad as it may be, that can never be true. They should also be aware that they will be powerfully influenced by the head instinct, the feeling that it's better to be wrong in large numbers than to be right alone. In the coming months, they will have to watch carefully to be sure that the competitive space into which the predator in front of them is so joyfully leaping does not lie at the edge of the cliff.